Hello Accelerated Thinkers, Dr. John Bartemus here from Accelerate Chiropractic. Happy to welcome you to episode 1 of Accelerated Thinking. And what I want to talk about today is a little bit of chiropractic history and a key event in 1918 that really grew to the explosion and growth of chiropractic. And that event was the 1917-1918 flu epidemic that spread worldwide. And since we're in flu season, I thought it'd be a great time to teach you about this topic. Now, chiropractic started in 1895 and took a little bit of time to grow, and it wasn't until the flu epidemic of 1917-1918 that chiropractic really took off and grew and became legit in many people's eyes. Now let's do a little background about the 1917-18 flu pandemic. This was a worldwide pandemic. Literally 20 million deaths worldwide occurred due to this flu pandemic. Alright, so 20 million deaths worldwide, 500,000 of those deaths occurred in the United States between 1917 and 1918. So this was a serious flu epidemic, one that we haven't seen since, regardless of what the media tries to portray today during flu season and flu vaccines and all the propaganda behind that. This was legit. Now we have numbers from New York City in 1918 that showed and compared patients that were seen by medical doctors for the flu and then pneumonia that resulted from the flu afterwards, and then patients that were seen by chiropractors for the flu and pneumonia that occurred afterwards. And the numbers state that for every 10,000 patients seen by medical doctors for the flu, 950 people died that year for every 10,000. So almost 10% of people seen by medical doctors for the flu in 1918 in New York City died. Alright? Chiropractors, for every 10,000 people chiropractors saw that had the flu in 1918 in New York City, only 25 died. So 1/4%. Alright? If that. Check my math for me. Alright, so 950 of every 10,000 died under medical care. 25 of every 10,000 died under chiropractic care. So that's 1 point chiropractic. Now if we look at the pneumonia numbers, for every 10,000 pneumonia cases the medical doctors in New York City saw, 6,400 of them died. So 6,400 people died out of 10,000. That's 64%. Alright? Pneumonia and chiropractic, 1918 New York City, for every 10,000 people that a chiropractor treated that had pneumonia, 100 died. Alright, so that is 1% of the people that chiropractors saw that had pneumonia in 1918 died. Again, another point for chiropractic. So if we look at other states, we can go to Oklahoma, and during the 1918 flu epidemic in Oklahoma, chiropractors saw a total of 3,490 cases of flu, and only 7 patients died of those 3,940. Now what's interesting is it's documented in Oklahoma that there were 233 cases of flu patients that had seen medical doctors that had been given up for dead. Basically, the medical doctor had done the best they can, and they pretty much told the patient and their family, you know, you're going to die on this one, so get your things in order. Well, it's interesting because they have documented that 233 of those types of cases chiropractors then took on as a last-ditch effort. You know, unfortunately, chiropractic has been left to nothing else has worked, let's try chiropractic. Well, in this case, those 233 families saw great results. Of the 233 left for dead, only 25 ended up dying. So chiropractic saved the lives of 208 of the 233. That's awesome. And lastly, we have the national numbers for you. When we look at all of the flu patients seen in 1918 by medical doctors and all of the patients seen by chiropractors, 1 in 15 died under medical care of the flu in 1918. Under chiropractic, 1 in every 886 died of the flu. So run those numbers, do the decimals and the fractions in your head, but 1 in 15 under medical care, 1 in 886 under chiropractic. There's something to chiropractic, folks. It's not just neck pain and back pain. And this historical event is what led to chiropractic rising through the ranks as a legit healthcare profession and people started to see, well, it's not just neck pain and back pain, they're actually boosting immune system and helping us heal from the flu, where they're dropping like flies and dying under medical care. And so in this flu season, you don't need to be scared and fear-marketed into a flu shot. What you need to do is get under chiropractic care and make sure that your immune system is functioning at 100% optimal. And that only happens if you have a healthy nervous system which coordinates and controls your immune system. So chiropractic care is a flu killer. Thanks for listening, and keep seeking to accelerate your thinking. I'm Dr. John Bartemus.